guys, this is Pastor Mel, and I just need to tell you something real quick. Divorce is real. Furthermore, I decided to have one, and I recommend that you do the same. Yeah, that's right. Divorce yourself from every excuse and every self-imposed limitation that has literally already cost you decades, dreams, and destiny. And don't get me wrong, nothing's more beautiful than unity. That's only when we're unified with the purpose that our Father created us. And when we're walking within the musical harmony of divine connections with like-minded people. That's people who want what we want and who value what we value and who are more than willing to lock arms with one another to help each other get to where we can get to together through mutual support. Listen, there's something going down right now, y'all. I hope that you don't miss it. If it's in you, then you know who I'm talking to. My partners and I are like family, and this thing we got is thicker than blood because it's made in the spirit. And it's in the spirit that we decided to make some changes. How do you feel about these changes? Are you ready? Let us know if you need a spot at the table. We're about to participate in a halftime of a lifetime. It's winning season. Father's favor.
Hey now, welcome. We are back for another episode of Travel. What do you want? The question is, the topic for the day is, what do you want? Hey, I'm gonna do a few shout outs. Shout out to my Moo Hill Queen all the way from the United Kingdom. Thank you for chiming in. Carol Casper, welcome, Queen. Good evening to you. Hey, Mr. Cameron, I'm waiting on you to come on. Let's chime on in. Before I go any further, I want you to click like and click share. Click like and click share. I love you too, Queen. And make sure, Brother Kevin, they all coming in. Come on in the room. That's what I like to see. The good folks coming on into the room. We're going to have a conversation tonight, you guys. We're going to talk about what we want. And like I said, make sure you click like and click share, because if you are hearing this, you are at the right place at the right time. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on our presenter for this evening, Pastor Mel Keys out of San Antonio, Texas. Shout out to Jay Howe, Joshua Generation. I am a part of that team, which I am proud to be. Hey, my brother from another mother, cooler than the other side of the pillow. How you doing today?
Girl, if I get any better right now, I'm just going to have to see Jesus, because the Lord showing up and blessing the brother. Showing up.
Ain't he good?
He better than that. I'm telling you, he's all right with me. Grateful and thankful. Thankful to see your smiling face. Look, and if that wasn't enough just to see you by myself in your bright yellow, look, we got my other sister here in San Antonio, and y'all got the double blessing tonight.
Like-minded individuals, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. That's what we all about.
Absolutely. So listen, I am so excited. I think we got one of our guests coming in. I'm gonna wait till they put their camera on. It's a little darkened, but when they get their camera right, we're gonna put them on, because we got a lot of information to present, and we're super excited about it. Minister Tina, I know she's excited. She's on fire. Hey, Alicia, it's good to see you, darling, because we've been on calls together, and man, her team's about to explode. It's a lot of great stuff happening.
Yes.
We want to get your newest team member on. If we can, we're going to try our best. But let's do this, ladies. I'm going to be sharing some information, and then I'm going to come right back. I'm going to bring you back into the set. Let's see, I might be able to do it even differently, because what I really want to do, I just want to have a conversation. And the conversation tonight, y'all, as she said, is going to be real simple. We're not trying to be complicated. We're not trying to, be all technical. We're just asking a question, what do you want? There are so many people, grown folk, still don't know what they want.
Amen.
You can't do nothing with those individuals because they're undecided. And the more undecided you are, the less likely you are going to be able to get anywhere worth going.
Right.
Because everywhere seems like the right road. But once you make a decision, you know what path you need to take. So we're going to be asking that question tonight. what do you want? And why don't we just start out this way, ladies? They say ladies first. Let's just open it up that way, and then we'll start sharing some of the video information and have some conversation on that. But which of you would like to speak first on what is it at this point in life where you are? What do you want?
Go ahead, Miss Tina. Go ahead, Miss Knowles.
All right, I'll go ahead and go first. For me, what I want in this time in my life is really to see people free of not, mind-wise, because a lot of people feel like if they don't have the finances, that's the first thing that automatically shuts them down from experiencing, all that God, has prepared for them to experience. Mm-hmm. So even with being a part of Trevorium, a part of this club and everything, and just not even just understanding the magnitude of 70% discounting trips, and being a part of something that you're a company that is actually helping you, save and put towards for you to travel. Yes. But because our mind is so stuck on, oh, well, I don't have the funds right now, but yet you can find funds to do everything else that's not going to benefit you in the long run. It's like they're stuck. And so many people are not not free of that, to where they're like, you know what, this sounds so good. I'm ready to travel. I'm tired of being in one state, just seeing my four walls or where I'm from. And that's it. I'm ready to get out and go see. They say it, but they don't act upon it because of the fear of, I don't have the finances together to do it. And it's like, if people really understand that you don't need that much finances to really go somewhere and to enjoy just the time away, just to reset your mind, and just so you can get back in and keep going. Yeah. It would be more people actually running to be a part of this club.
Running, keyword, running.
Yeah. So that's what I want. Just people to get free in their mind to see the whole picture and to walk that thing out. So
that's good. That's good, woman of God, because that mind, if that ain't liberated itself, down.
Yeah.
And we're stopping ourselves. We are in our own way. And because I'm a person of faith, what hurts my heart, and it don't hurt me in a way that some people might think, oh man, I hurt his feelings because I said no. No, it don't hurt me because you said it hurt me that you say you're a person of faith and you don't even demonstrate the faith to make a simple decision to do something that's going to change your whole life.
Yes, yes, sir.
I'm like, bruh, it ain't that complicated. Sis, Tanya, Coach, talk to us. What do you want?
Well, for me, I'm trying to live before I die.
Ooh, come on, talk.
I mean, let's be real. Everybody is dropping off like flies, and they really, and what bamboozles me, we all know we're gonna die. Mm-hmm. Why we don't have no insurance policy?
Good question. We'll wait for it.
We spending money on stuff that we can't even take with us. Mm-hmm. But just like Pastor said, the mind, you can't take what's in that. Mm-mm. You can take the worldly, tangible possessions. But when you take a trip, put like this, when I vacation, which I've been on 18 different vacations since being in this company, because I am definitely a product of my product. But what I realized is, it is people out here that is like really afraid to live, and they don't think that they have that mentality of, oh, this ain't gonna happen to me. And then when it happens, their whole world falls apart. I remember every trip that I've taken. I don't remember the pair of shoes I bought. I don't remember watch the TVs when I bought stuff like that. I don't remember, but being in a different scenery, being around different types of people. See, people like this, my regular friends and my millionaire friends, they are totally different crowds of people. So I like to hang around with the millionaires, because the poor folks, they just complaining about wanting better. But like Tina said, they say they want better, but ain't willing to go through the process of actually doing better.
There's been such a miseducation. I don't know if we can put all the blame on the public schools, because our parents obviously have a role to play, but perhaps it's just true that you can't give what you ain't got.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes if we come from families that they didn't necessarily experience a certain level of freedom, a certain level of being able to own your own,
Mm-hmm.
not for all of us, but for some, that kind of limited us because we grew up in that environment and we didn't get exposed to anything different. And it's always said, if you really want to hide something, put it in a book.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us don't believe in personal development and
Right.
education, you know, and even the scriptures themselves, we say we're Christians, we say we're Christ-like, but the mind of Christ is far missing from
Far-fetched.
most of us, because we don't operate in faith. We
Mhm.
operate in fear, and we live in this place where there's not enough, you know, there's so much lack, and, you know, and this earth has everything on it we need.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
We just need the opportunity to know where to find it. And God has made some things available. And I'm so proud of you guys in that you're operating in a way that really brings glory to God. And I believe that it's an honor to be in the kingdom with persons like yourselves, because you own something, you have it. And I'm going to share this next video with you. I'm going to put it up. I think it'll speak to your heart, as it always does mine. We're actually doing a study on this. And for me, this is what I want. Nothing more, nothing less. So check this out.
Your first name is about you, but your last name is about us. Legacy. There's power in your name. Power in your name. McDonald's is a last name. Abercrombie and Fitch, last name. Armani is a last name. Baskin Robbins is a last name. Chrysler is a last name. Fisher Price, Gucci, Hennessy, Harley Davidson, Hilton, Honda, Kohl's, Kraft Foods, Lowe's Movie Theater, Marriott is a last name. Maybach is a last name. Nordstrom is a last name. Pillsbury is a last name. Porsche is a last name. Procter & Gamble, 2 last names. Rolls Royce, Charles Rolls Henry Royce, last names. Turner Broadcast System, Ted Turner, last name. Versace, last name. Wells Fargo, Henry Wells, William Fargo, last name. Walgreens, last name. Wrigley's, last name. Welch's Grape Juice, last name. Here you are, you think you're buying a product. You are not buying a product, you're buying a name. You think you're wearing a product. Hey, look at this product. No, you're saying, look at this family. And what you don't know is while you're making every family rich, you're making yourself broke. So you done went to one family called Wells Fargo and got $200,000 so you can go to another family called Rolls Royce so you can give them money and get yourself a car so you can go back to the hood and see the Joneses and say, look at what I got. Meanwhile, Wells Fargo, their family's sitting up being rich, and Harley Davidsons and Rolls Royce are being rich, and the Joneses are sitting there holding up people's stuff saying, look at what we did and we broke. What if I told you that your blessing is attached to your name? That part of the reason why you're not wealthy yet is because you keep trying to make Yolanda wealthy. You keep trying to make Tasha wealthy. What if you made Johnson's wealthy? What if you started thinking about your kids? What if you started thinking about your legacy? What if God started dropping Canaan and opening up windows of heaven? Because now you're not just thinking about you, you're thinking kingdom. There are some people who are attached to you who say, Mama, can you do something with this name? There's some people who are saying, Dad, can you do something with this name? Maybe God gave you the name to change and reverse some of the stuff that the name meant one day. I wish there was somebody in this room that said my name.
When I hear it speaks so many volumes to me in terms of what I want. I used to hear some of my seniors say, you know the language. I got more time behind me than in front of me. Well, I'm 54 now, and it's dawned on me for some time. I'm in that category. So I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to play. I'm not here to impress anybody, but I definitely want to leave my mark on this world as God will have me. I don't want to leave anything on the table. And one of the things that this opportunity called Trevorium has given me is the means to acquire residual capital while building influence through authentic relationships, being able to go where we need to go, representing who we should be representing. And that means something to me. To me, that's what legacy is all about. And I want to do that not for myself, but I want to be able to train teams of others doing the exact same thing while changing the trajectory of their families forever, not having to struggle at a job that they hate and do ministry part-time while working full-time when that thing should be flipped at minimum, if they even need anything else. So that's what I want. That's what I'm after. And I'm so thankful for this opportunity that gives platform for that. Coach Tanya, what do you see in that video? What speaks to you the most when you saw that?
What my name is carrying.
Mm-hmm.
The blessings that God got for me is not really for me. It's for my son and his children and their children. And what I'm realizing is time, when enough is enough, enough is enough. It's time to break generational curses of poverty and stuff like that and dysfunction. So if I have to be the one, I feel like I'm called to be the one to bring my family out of dysfunction. So like the Bible say, hey, who you gonna send? I'll go.
Right.
I'll go.
Right. I love that. Minister Tina, how does it speak to you?
I'm along those same lines.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, I was blessed. I wasn't blessed to have children of my own, but I was blessed per marriage to have children in those marriages. And so I see it as being bringing my family out, and not just them, but even my siblings, my brothers and sisters, my mom, like carrying that family name and letting them see and help them pull them out, let them see you don't have to stay in this. We don't have to be what was, pretty much called upon us or put upon us. Like, we can break this and we can be, we can walk in this thing and walk in the kingdom of what God has called us to walk in, free and whole and living this thing out. Like, we don't have to be in this world, live poor and die poor. We don't have to do that. We can walk in wealth. We can live in wealth. Just like his word says, I wish above all things that you would live, that you would be, in health, in good health and prosperous. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, if he wants me to be prosperous, then I want to be prosperous. If he wants me to be in wealth, then I want to be in wealth.
Right.
However he leads me to do it. And so I want to it's going to lead me to bring my family out and for them to do it as well. So, yeah.
Powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, we're listening to some just authentic conversation about what we really want. But what's most imperative is for you to tell us what you want. So if you're watching this, whether live or replay, go ahead and put it in the comments. We want to hear from you. We want you to speak very candidly. What is it that you want in life? I don't know. You might be 18, 19 years old and you haven't made that decision yet. Or maybe you're like me, 54 or older. What is it that you want? What has God spoken over your life? We often spend the bulk of our time in a place that doesn't lead us to where we really want to go. We're just there. We tolerate it. And many times we're in a space where we're tolerated and not celebrated. Many times we're in a place where we're handled, but we're not honored. Many times we're in a place where we're used, but we're not maximized. This is a space where you can literally see the hand of God on it in such a way that you're really in full cooperation, because it'll go as far as you need it to go. It'll allow you to reach not just in your own city, in your own neighborhood or state, not even across the country, but we have relationships literally around the world, operating in more than 60 nations strong and growing. This is an opportunity for each of you to be able to do what it is that you've been called to do and to do what you want. And we're so excited about it. My beautiful sister Renee, it's good to see you chiming in. And Alicia, thank you, darling, for chiming in. Powerful testimonies. We're going to have to get you on next Monday. Let me know if we can do that. Now, let me throw this out for those who are watching for the first time. Our team, what you see on the screen representing many others, Team Joshua Generation, we have a special promotion. And this promotion is such that we want to put something in your possession of value. It's approximately worth $700 to $750. It's a travel gift. Automatically, whether you like what we do or not, we want to have your opinion. We value your opinion, your thoughts. They're your thoughts, and we want to know what they are. And we want your feedback. And if you would just text the word start right, no spaces in between those two words, start and right, no spaces, to the number that you see on your screen. Is going to come through one more time. In fact, I'll put it up and make it where it stays for your text. Start right to 888-532-2699. When you do that, you'll get a response within the next 12 hours for sure. And within that 12-hour time frame, we'll send you the page to go to. That page is going to have one video, and there's a very brief video, and then it's going to have a survey link, and the survey itself has, I think, 15 questions. Answer those 15 questions from your heart, from the information you saw in the video, and then get on the calendar so that we can set up your 3-night stay. There are over 30 destinations from you to choose from. What do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. What do you have to gain? Well, number one, automatically, you're going to get a 3-night stay, and we're going to share with you the value that we're talking about. And on top of that, we're going to put you in the drawing for a $300 gift card, which will be used toward the airlines. And you're also going to be in the drawing for a 6-day, 5-night stay in Cancun. So stay right there. Mama always say, I could show you better than I could tell you. And I'm about to do the exact same thing. We'll start with the 30 destinations across the U.S. Everybody's going to get this who follows those instructions. Stay right there. Now, Minister Tina, how difficult is it for somebody to just get one of those destinations? How difficult is it?
It's not difficult at all. They just have to text it when they get the link, click it, watch the video, do the survey, set up the time, and just answer some questions and hear what we gotta say. That's it.
That's Coach T, how complicated? I mean, do they need a degree? Do they need to go back to school to do this? What?
My 4-year-old granddaughter can do that. all like Pastor said, all you doing is texting that one word to that phone number. You're gonna get a link. Click on the link, watch the video, pick a destination, schedule a confirmation call because we not psychic. We gotta. You don't have to. There is absolutely no purchase necessary or required to receive the 4-day, 3-night getaway. You'll have to do one little extra step to be put into the drawing for the $300 gift card, the 6-day, 5-night Cancun trip, as well as the $50 gift card. Oh, and you have to pay the taxes and fees.
Right.
Depending on where you go, it could be less than $100.
Less than $100.
But what are you really losing? It's 15 minutes of your time to get all of that.
Completely simple.
Don't take nobody that long to go crazy, right?
We want to look. I got a few of our key people. We're going to have to get Minister Renethia on one of our calls. Renethia, work that out for us. Let us know what Monday you can join in. She says, this is a ministry for me. God has given us a platform that will enhance one family at a time to be able to see others that never had the opportunity to travel and enjoy life is a blessing within itself. That woman of God has been all around the world and back about 5 or 6 times. She's telling you the real deal, Holyfield. Then we got my beautiful sister all the way up in New York. God bless. So proud. God bless you and your family and church family. Much love. We love you, darling. And now that you retired, we need to get your hips out here going somewhere where you always wanted to go, because life is too short. So that's the first one, the giveaway for the destination within the U.S. you can choose from. But let me show you the Mexico, Cancun, Mexico. And one person is going to be eligible to win this. That's going to be a drawing. So everybody's not going to get that. But it could be you. What do you have to lose? Here we go. Take a look.
Cancun Riviera Maya. Wow! It's one of the hottest locations in Mexico. 5 nights at the 5-star Fives Resort. You're gonna love this beachfront paradise. Deluxe luxury accommodations, 7 outdoor pools, a world-class spa, and 15 incredible restaurants and bars. Plus, experience amazing activities from snorkeling and scuba diving to touring ancient Mayan ruins. This is a $1,294 value at one of Mexico's best resorts. Here's what others have said about their Fives Resort experience.
Our experience has been flawless from beginning to end, from booking to getting here to transportation to everything. It's absolutely wonderful.
Here at the Fives in Cancun, loving it.
This has been an incredible resort. It's absolutely immaculate. It's right on the beach. The service is incredible, and we have absolutely landed upon a 5-star hotel. We've had an extraordinary experience, and we can't wait to come back.
Beautiful beaches, outstanding service, great food. We've had a wonderful honeymoon vacation. Highly recommend it. It's just beautiful here.
Do not miss this. Book your 5 nights in Cancun Riviera Maya now.
My, I'm telling you what. Look, told y'all, Minister Renithia, leaving for Thailand next week, y'all. This is the type of stuff that we're making possible for everyday. And she just retired. How many months ago was it that you retired, Minister Renithia? Just retired. And this is what she wanted to do, to have more time to travel. And it's available.
I'm going to be like them. I'm going places I can't even pronounce or spell. But I'm going.
It's unnecessary. You don't need to. See, this is the type of thing that gets me excited. Yeah, she retired 6 months ago, y'all. And she's been many places like Thailand and that before. But the thing of it is, this is a whole new level when you're paying pennies on the dollar to go. You don't have to, get the plastic out and run your credit card to the max and come back and say, oh my God, what did I do? Look, I've been there.
If you were stressed before you went on the trip, you really gonna be mad when you get back. You got to pay that back.
You're like, I thought you just got back from vacation. You look a little stressed. Yes.
Pay this bill.
Now you need another vacation. So this avoids that, and it's the type of thing that we got to understand that this is designed. I'm going to show you who put this program in place. Stay right there. I'm going to introduce you to those of you who have not met him yet. Honorable man of God, he and his wife, love him to life, David and Adela Hart. They started this thing 10 years ago. Lives have been changed all around the globe and back. Again, 60 plus nations strong. They've paid out tens of millions of dollars in commissions to everyday, ordinary people. And I believe you ought to get your fair share of it. And it's going up, y'all. Those commissions are going up. I get paid every Friday. We're looking at folk that's getting paid every Friday. And we think that your name should be on the list for some checks. Come on, somebody, talk back to me. So I want y'all to meet Mr. David Hart and the vision and the visionary.
I've always worked hard. I've always wanted to produce. I've always wanted to take care of my family. I've always been a guy willing to put in the hours. I think most people are like me. But I remember my grandfather, a very successful entrepreneur and businessman, he came to me one day and he said, David, you gotta learn to shut down. You gotta learn to get away. You have to focus on family and have experiences in your life. If you don't, you're gonna leave an empty life. I took my grandfather's advice to heart. So I began to experience and travel, and it was amazing. I remember inviting people to do the same and have more experiences out of life, but for a variety of reasons they couldn't. And I thought it shouldn't be this way. You know, my grandfather was right. People need to get away. People need to experience more. So I decided to solve this problem. That's why I started Travorium, a company that could help anyone realize the dream to see the world.
Welcome to Travorium, a radical new concept in travel. Our membership allows almost anyone from any walk of life an opportunity to see the world. Travorium brings people together, leveraging the numbers of travelers for incredible rates. Every month, we award our members travel points that can be used in our world tours and getaways. You choose the path, you gain the benefits, and you tour the world. With our Travorium Getaway platform, you can use your points to buy down the rate at over 2,000 resorts across the globe for your individual trip preference. With our premium membership, you can book these stays for a week long in a one-bedroom suite for as little as $1 per night after points applied. But our travel points also give you access to life-changing experiences with our World Tours platform. Every year, our team of experts plan multiple world tours to some of the most sought-after locations on the globe, where we plan activities, parties, self-development trainings, and dinners exclusively for our members. Most people can't spend the time, money, or effort in putting together a trip of this magnitude. And the best part is that our world tours bring together like-minded people from all across the globe, allowing you to meet, learn, bond, relax, explore, laugh, and enjoy life with other members of the Travorium family. Each trip creates an incredible experience that cannot be purchased online, memories that will last for a lifetime, and friendships that can transcend continents. It will leave you counting down the moments to the next one. Our membership also gives you access to our private booking engine, where you can save up to 50% on hotels, cruises, resorts, rental cars, and activities. And if traveling and seeing the world sounds exciting, we also invite you to partner with us. You can earn an income doing what you love, allowing you to turn passion into profit and adventure into a way of life.
Ladies, I want you to speak on that part, that last part you just heard. You can earn an income doing what you love and what you're passionate about. Why is that message so important? We've been talking about what do you want? And there are many of people, perhaps, and I'm not against school. Ain't nothing wrong with education. Go ahead and get your paper. Go ahead and get your degree. But how many people have all those letters behind their names and all the degree, $100,000 of debt or more? Hello, know what I'm talking about. And the thing of it is, you're still not even doing what you want. Or they still telling you what to do, and you didn't even think it was going to be that way. And there are people who are trying to get to a 30, 40-year career, but before they get there, it's snatched out right from under them, and they get reshuffled into another thing, as they say, downsized, or whatever the thing is, another word for fired. So there's so much going on in the world today to not know what you want, and then not to do everything you can to really go after what you want. So when he says you can earn income, and he's talking about residual income, doing what you love and doing what you're passionate about, why does that speak volumes to you personally? And why is that a message that you want to carry to the masses?
Well, for me, I've actually worked a job since I was 14 years old, paying bills at the age of 14. Okay. I've been laid off of work. I went to, my brother was murdered in 2012. I went to his funeral. I came back with a pink slip after 20 years of working on Fort Bragg. I've had so many different jobs because I was taught growing up, you go to school, get a good education, and you'll become successful. Well, I've done all of that, got a few degrees, got a lot of debt from the student loans and stuff like that, I'm actually, this business is actually helping me pay off a lot of debt, to be honest. And it just makes sense because we have residual bills every month, regardless. And we're going to have them until the day we die. They don't care if you work. They don't care what you got going on. They want the money.
Yeah.
You cannot go to the grocery store and get to the cashier and be like, I'm going to come back on the 15th and pay for this grocery. They're going to politely take all them groceries back and put it on your phone. So it just makes sense to have residual pay.
That's good. That's good.
Makes sense.
Yes. Mr. Tatum, what do you think about it? Why does that ring? Why does that resonate with you? A way that you can earn residual income by doing what you love, doing what you're passionate about. Why does that message resonate with you personally? And why is that something you want to broadcast to the masses?
For me personally, it's just that when it's like that's all you know is work, you know. But it's like to be able to, it's like you grow up thinking that you're supposed to work with what you want, but you will never see like the people taking time out, you know, to relax or rest or recoup and you know, saying to gather themselves to go back and do it again so it can be successful. So for me personally, I'm like, I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to relax. I want to be able to recoup. I want to see the world, not just what I see on TV. But I want to go and experience it myself, you know, so I can have those stories and say, I've been there. I went there, you know. And so for me, and so to broadcast that, I want that broadcast of, you know, that to be my message, because I want people to understand that you don't have to work your whole life. And how they say, work your fingers to the bones, you ain't got nothing left, and then you don't have nothing to show for it when you ready to die. I don't want that to be for anybody else. So my prayer and my desire is to go out and let people understand that and help them to see that as well. Like it's just this amount a month, and on top of that, somebody is matching that. And it's helping you to go in and just travel the world and just to see places that you would never think that you could see and visit with your own eyes. And my whole thing is, like my pastor always say, I want to die. I want to live full and die empty.
Yeah.
I don't want to die full and regret that I didn't get a chance to experience none of that you know, God put me on this earth to experience.
Absolutely.
No. That is why I want to, you know, to experience this thing just like me.
That's it, man.
And make money. I'm like, I make money. Wait.
People act like that's hers because we've been so miseducated. When the scripture talks about being the head and not the tail, we'll dance about it, sing about it, preach about it, but we won't be about it.
Right, because we really don't know how to be about it. Only thing we know is the words. It resonates, you know, what we hear. We're just used to it being said, so it becomes like what's the word? It becomes repetitive, and it's just something we say. But it's not something that we're living.
Yeah,
because we don't know how to live it.
Yeah, it's rhetoric. Yeah. And that's the saddest thing, because it doesn't have to be that way. And that's why this is a very good question. What do you want? Remember, the Lord asked that man at that pool, and he had been there a very long time. And finally, he got to the point when he asked him, "What do you want to be made? What do you want? What do you want to be made whole?" And he came up like we do with all of this. Well, this, that, and the other. I try to get in. Somebody get. He ain't asked them none of that. None of that was even important, because we can't make the decision. No, we won't make the decision by even saying, "Hey, I want to live free. I don't want to be in debt. I want my children to have options. I want to be able to live in whatever zip code I prefer to live in. I want to be able to leave something for the legacy." It says children's children. And what are we doing instead? We leaving debts. We leaving people to pay for our funeral and all of this type of stuff. Something's wrong when our faith is not such that we're really not only being taught where we should go, but what you just said, woman of God, how to go about doing it. And I'm honored that this company is a company that's changing lives, not just in a material way, because sometimes people get it twisted, like it's just about material possessions. No, that's a part of the resource that you'll be able to use to do the things that you should be doing anyway, because it's nice to pray for folk. I believe in prayer. I had prayer with a few folk today. However, it's much better when you can be an answer to the prayer by just doing what is needed. Come on, talk back to me. So let's do this. I want to share I'm going to share two more videos, and this is very important to see this one here, because so many things have changed in the world. Look at how significant the changes are. Think about, have y'all do any grocery shopping? I don't know, maybe your husbands do all the grocery shopping. Y'all do any grocery shopping? Y'all probably don't do no grocery shopping.
My husband does the grocery shopping, but I help. I write the list.
Hey, there you go.
I would say we both do. Okay.
Have y'all seen the prices of the grocery?
Oh yes.
Yes.
People talking about gas, man. Forget the gas. Look at the milk,
milk and bread and eggs.
Come on, man. I could buy gas all day, but look at all this other stuff. Things have changed so drastically. It's like, and it doesn't mean people's income is going up because it's not. So that means people are in a struggle. And then the other side of that is a lot of the technology, there are people who are being moved out of complete industries. So they went to school under this expectation that they can go and get this job, work there, struggle from week to week, year to year, decade to decade. But watch what's happening in a lot of these industries. People need to learn to have something of their own that they can control, that they can really be the head and not the tail. Take a look at this. Check it out.
So tell us about platooning technology. What is that?
Platooning technology is it's really an automated vehicle technology. Our platooning technology uses forward-looking sensors that detect the other vehicles in the surroundings, the other objects. Allows a second truck to follow the first vehicle. The vehicle's kind of following in a formation. Can disengage. He can relax, take his hands off the wheel, his feet off the pedals.
How many would you eventually have? I mean, what's possible? Would you have 2 trucks like we were in, or 3 trucks, or 4 trucks? Or?
So we started just to work on system issues, but we're also simulating more and more vehicles. If the technology is able to do an unlimited length, there's still issues with potentially blocking exit ramps, for example, or entrance ramps on a freeway.
Why are we doing this? What's the advantage to the trucking company? What's the advantage to the state of Texas? What's the advantage to the businesses that are doing the shipping?
The research shows that at 65 miles an hour, a single truck spends about 65% of its fuel, of the fuel on the vehicle, of the energy it's generating from that fuel, just to overcome the aerodynamic drag of that big vehicle being pushed down the road.
Well, what's the difference between the fuel economy of the first truck and the second truck?
The lead truck actually still sees a benefit of 4% fuel savings. The second truck sees an 8%. So all in all, it's a 12% savings.
TTI is heading up the research for lots of different companies, maybe the feds too? Or
so our project's sponsored by the Texas Department of Transportation. We have 9 public and private sector partners that we've been able to talk into to join in us on this project.
As usual, TTI does great transportation research, the best in the country.
Now, the reason I wanted to share this video, ladies, is because there are so many industries, and I want you to share any stories that might come to mind. Whether you go to the airport, whether you go to Walmart, whatever your store is, whether you're getting gas, how many of you are seeing that there's less human involvement, less human employees, and more machinery, more technology that's replacing the need for people to do what they've been doing for I don't know how long? You go somewhere, be like, where are all the people at? And you just have to press a button. And are you seeing this too where you are?
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I remember my stepfather used to work for the Ford plant, and they like 20 some odd years, almost 30 years. But he was laid off because they got machines to do the exact same thing that he was doing, putting a bolt on the piece of the machine. But you really can't rely on it because machines malfunction. Mm-hmm. And when you take a human person who has some sense, well, we hope and pray that they got sense, but we take people away from that thing, malfunction and defects, that's where the recalls and stuff come in. Because they may have, that machine may have been programmed to just put it, there, but something may have messed up. And we can't just bank on that. Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of like I used to drive trucks over the road, but it's getting scarce.
Wow.
Even trucks is starting to drive themselves. You just sitting there, just to make sure it don't, crash into somebody.
Yeah. Mr. Taylor, have you seen anything in the industry or space where you're seeing that the employees of the employment of humans are decreasing and the employment of machinery and technology is increasing? Are you seeing that anywhere?
So I've been in pharmacy for many years, and I got out of it like in 2017. I was like, okay, got enough. But even in that, I started noticing that the change and the trend was like everything. Wow. Even with dealing with specialty pharmacy, after that, it's like everything is more on machines. And so, yes, it's like fewer people dealing with the medicine part of it. They're more on calls now. You're just dealing with calls, customer service. You're making sure everything is straight as far as computerized, but you're not actually moving anything or working stuff. So I have seen where it's like the human side of everything is being less and less, and is more computerized.
Absolutely. Ladies, I had an appointment with my optometrist. I need to have another one. I'm glad I thought. Y'all remind me I need to get another. But anyway, I went last year, and I'm sitting there waiting for Doc to come in and do what they have been doing in the past. And they put me in front of this big screen television monitor, and I don't know who they were or where they were, but everything was through the television. I'm like, what? And I had to do all read the letters at the bottom. I had to do all that stuff, and they somewhere else. And that appointment took about maybe 20 minutes, and I'm quite sure that saved them a whole lot of time. They were able to, raise their bottom line by seeing more people. I'm telling y'all, things are changing. Prices are going up, and there are going to be less people employed doing stuff that they went and pretty much expected to retire in. You better hear me. You better have something that you own, something with your last name, something you can be passionate about, something you can enjoy, something you can build. And we found it right here, y'all, inside of Travorium. I got one more video I'm going to share with y'all, and then I'll have you all to give some closing comments. We got my main man, Maurice, is in the house. Another traveling brother. Can't wait for him to get on that road and come back down this way. Minister Tina, he'll be down in San Antonio real soon. We got my main man, Kev, is in the house. God wants to bless us to be the answer for people we're praying for. We sometimes use prayer to escape from putting our faith into action and receive all God has for us, so he can bless us to be a blessing. You just said something right there. We use prayer as the reason, as the reason not to do what God told us to do. Ain't that some stuff? Dr. Phyllis, we got to have you on again, beloved. Yes, you got to bless us again with your words of wisdom. Minister Renithia says on the World Tour in Hawks Cave, one of the restaurants had a robot bring out our food. I hadn't had that before.
Yes, we had a robot bring out our food, a little robot waitress, little robots. Yeah, when we was out there. Oh yeah, that's a 5-diamond. That was a 4-diamond resort. Diamonds and stars is totally different.
Was she cute? I know a dude. Was she cute?
The robot was just a robot, looked like little ET rolling around with our drinks, but it was really nice.
Lord have mercy. Maurice, yes, sir. Kev says smart meters on our houses have cut down on the amount of meter readers. Ain't that something? Never thought of that one. Utilities companies need to read the meters. Ain't that something? Yeah, I'm telling you guys, we got to have something that we can do that will literally safeguard our own income, our own well-being, something that we own. But check this out. It has to be a part of something that's not a fad. It has to be something that's long-lasting. It has to be something that's universal. It has to have some curb appeal. Well, I'll use the word, some sex appeal to it, right? And travel is sexy, y'all. So we need something like what we have. We don't have to stack up a whole bunch of pills and lotions and all this type of stuff and put it in the trunk and reorder and overorder and then ship out and deliver. No, we don't deliver nothing. We give people our website, allow them to get the same thing that we get. They can use it as much as they want, more than we even use it, and everybody wins at the same time. So this is super amazing. I have one more video I'm going to share, and then I'm going to have you all to close this out. So let me share with you why we're so excited about our world tours. We travel on 3 levels. First level is we get a website that gives us what we call net zero pricing. That's the equivalent of travel agent pricing. Kendra and I have been travel agents for now 8 years. We have family members in the business that have been travel agents for as long as 30 plus years. So travel agent rates is a great thing, but you don't have to be a travel agent to get travel agent rates. Not with Travorium. You get a website that does that all day, every day. Number two, you're able to get what we call access to the Dreamcation portal. There are over 2,000 plus Dreamcations around the world, and you can take private getaways with your family or with your own self, as we say, and just enjoy yourself. 8 days, 7 nights, pay as little as $50 to $100 for an entire week. Kendra and I, we've stayed at places even locally in our own city. Check this out. One hotel in particular, Mr. Tina, you're familiar with this one. It's called Elon Resort and Hotel Spa. We stayed there $350 a night for an anniversary. Kendra wanted to stay an extra night, but the brother was like, "Hey, baby, do 2 nights." Look here, $350 a night, and the Lord just blessed. He heard my heart. He know I had a good intention. So the Lord, and that program is in that same destination is in our portal, and we've stayed twice there. And instead of paying $2,100 plus for the week, we paid $119 for the whole week. And we've done that multiple times at different places all over. But those are the Dreamcations. You don't have to go far away. You can stay somewhere local and save all kind of money. Those are the Dreamcations. But the last but not least, we have the World Tours. And those are actually my favorites. And the reason they're my favorite, because me and Coach Tanya, me and Minister Tina, we get a chance to go away and play and have a great time and meet all the other travel club members that we love so much, like we see in this feed. And we're like having a family reunion. So check out these world tours and see if you want to join us on the next world tour. We recommend that you join us as a member, because membership has its privileges. And we know some people that are paying 10 times what they should because they're not a member. So check this out. Wow. I don't know if y'all feel like I feel when I see that thing. Dr. Phyllis says the world tours are the bomb.com. I've been on so many.
Yes,
but
they are.
I remember we were in Montego Bay and there were several birthdays. We had Flowers. We had Coach D. We had my wife, First Lady Kendra, and a few others. We celebrated in June. That thing was, man, a family reunion like nobody's business. Dr. Phyllis had her whole family there. She had her children there, and some of them I think have their children. I just love seeing families together that way. And it's just exciting to see what makes you guys smile about the world tours? What excites you the most?
The fact that so I've been on one world tour.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew Hawks K existed. So our world tours actually consist of places that most people like me have not even known. I thought I'm not trying to be funny, but it's gonna come out funny. But I did not know Madagascar was a real place. I thought it was just the cartoon.
Right.
That my grandbabies be making me watch over. But that's a real place. And my granddaughter was like, no, I need to go there. I need to go there because I like to move it. So I'm gonna take her to Madagascar.
Come on now.
And can you imagine?
Oh,
it's something about going somewhere. I used to take my sons on little rinky-dink places just to get out of the city of Cleveland because that's where we're from. But they remember that more so than anything else. Absolutely. My granddaughter is 4. She was on her she took her first plane ride when she was like 18 months. But she always say, nah, when we gonna get on the plane? When we gonna get on the plane? And she wasn't even scared. I was holding on to her so tight. When they took off, she was pushing me because like she couldn't breathe. But I was just, trying to secure her. But she still talk about getting on a plane. And she's 4.
My. Ain't that some stuff? Minister Tina, what excites you? What makes you smile when you see those world tours and think about those world tours?
Man, I'm trying to stop smiling now. I'm just
let's go.
Right. I'm just excited because I haven't been on the world tour yet, but looking forward to being on one.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all of these places that are coming up, it just excited me because I'm like, yes, those are the places that I've been wanting to go to. And as I said before, being able to go somewhere where I've seen on TV and I can actually say, I'm going there or I've been there.
Yeah.
And so that's the excitement of the world tours. And then being able to be a part of such a group of amazing other individuals that'll be there and just seeing it. And it's like family, So just having that and just enjoying it is the exciting part for me. I'm like, I'm so glad I'm a part of this club. So glad I'm a part of this group. I'm just like, man, if you don't want to be a part and save and just see the world, like, man, I don't know what's wrong.
Get out my way.
Yeah, because I'm going. That's right. Yeah. Just to piggyback a little bit off what Minister Tina said. When I took my son to Miami, we actually stayed on the same strip where they filmed Scarface. That's my favorite movie. So we were right there. And that's when she said that, just seeing it on TV, it's a totally different thing when you actually see it in person and be like, hey, I was here when at the scene where Tony Montana shot up the people in front of everybody right on the beach. That's where we were at, right on the beach. And Miami, well, if you don't know, Miami is expensive. And we were down there for 4 days, 3 nights for $109.
I'm from Florida, born and raised, so I know. So I know.
You can't do that out there.
No.
Look at Minister Benita. She says Madagascar.
And that's where I want to go, Mauritius.
Come on here. We already know we got to
go. We are definitely. Take me to the motherland. Okay.
We're going to make that happen.
Oh, yeah.
Make that happen. Listen, we've spent enough time. We hope that the message that somebody has seen today, tonight, watching the replay, we don't know where you are. We don't know who you are, but we ask the question, what do you want? If there's been anything said, anything shared, that's a part of what you really want. Connect with the person that invited you to watch it. We have absolutely nothing we're trying to take away from you, but we do have something we're trying to get to you. That's our value to you, and we become more valuable in the process. So we're very excited. Make sure that you do text that word. Want to make sure you do. If you're going to participate, you need to do that quickly because we're getting close. I know it's the front part. Before you know it, it'll be 30 April, and we're going to announce our winner. Text START RIGHT to 888-532-2699, you could stand to win a 6-day, 5-night Cancun stay. You can also stand to win a $300 airline gift card. And everybody's going to get, what are they going to get, Coach T?
Everybody's going to get the 4-day, 3-night getaway.
So
everybody's going to get that. All you have to do is text that word to that number, watch the video, complete the survey when it comes to you, and schedule your confirmation call. It's just that easy. Don't take nobody that long to go crazy.
That'll do it. Minister Tina, give us some closing comments.
All I want to say is this: like, listen, it's you not missing out on anything. Like, if you sign up, you would not regret it. This would be the life-changing thing that you would need to get that rest. Finally say, okay, I'm gonna do this for myself. I'm gonna do this for my family. You know, sometimes we got to be selfish. We got to think about, look, we're working for people that they're not thinking about us. So let's be selfish. Think about yourself. Think about those moments where you want to just, you know, recoup and rest and be a blessing to your family and to yourself. This is it. This is it.
This is hashtag. This is it. Y'all put that in the comments. Coach T, take us home. We got to join the corporate call that has started 2 minutes ago. So close us out with your closing comments.
Well, at my church, Greater Harvest Global Ministries, where we empower lives and disciple souls, we have this saying: because we are believers, tithers, and givers, we can boldly confess that we are rich, we are blessed, we are walking in the fullness of God. We walk by faith and not by sight. We are the righteousness of God. We are debt-free, we are healthy, we are wealthy, we are wise, and the days of barely making it are over. And if you said that decree with me, that means we touch and agree. So let's get in where you fit in. We'll see you at the beaches or at the bank. But best believe we're going to see you. Until next time, good night.